YouTube.
Yeah, this meta looks interesting, that's for sure. Probably won't play too much of it. Probably not pretty much really any of it, but don't tell our audience.
The viewers, the thousands of viewers that we're about to get. Might send out a tweet quickly, and as always, if you're watching the VOD, we tend to wait 10 or so minutes. We tend to just talk shit for 10 or so minutes just to let whatever viewers we can get come in. So if you don't want to watch that, then skip ahead 10 minutes or so.
Who's first? Thorn, how are you here? I see you commenting. I see you commenting in Axon's stream right now. How many streams are you watching at the same time?
Two at once. Yeah.
That is true. The fuck? I'm just like, I have Axon's stream open just to see what's going on. And like right now he's battling he limits himself to 2. So basically Axon and my stream. That's perfect.
I'm honored.
Yeah.
Axon and Pallet Town PvP.
Well, I mean, you're welcome. You're lucky that you have me on.
Yeah, for sure.
On the stream, just so I can help get those few extra viewers.
Yeah, you raise the bar about. You give it about a 60% bump. We call that the Lyle bump.
Hey, what's up, Mormon Matt? How's it going, man?
Hey, Mormon Matt.
Congratulations on all your cool stuff that's going on with you. You're having a good time.
Oh, I don't know what this is. And Amber's here. Hello. Is Mormon Matt succeeding at things?
Yeah, he's killing it as per usual. Mormon Matt's like amazing. So.
No, well, congratulations on being amazing.
Yeah. So we're just hanging out, having a good time. How's it been going with you in general?
In general, doing alright. I've been exercising the last few days, which...
oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a bit of a life improvement. So, my friend got me onto an app called Habitica, which is basically gamifying good life habits. And so that's kind of spurred me on to, like you know, just chucking a little bit of exercise every day, do a lesson on my Duolingo app, learning Italian, meditate for 10 minutes.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And then GBL wise, I'm slowly clawing my way back to something, you know, streamer level respectable. So I'm up to the 2300s.
It happens. It happens all the time. I mean, you know, GBL, you go through ups and downs. So.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know what it is though. I have never learned how to build a good team. Like most of the teams that I come up with are just vomit inducing, and then like
just use Pokemon that beat the meta Pokemon. Like I don't know.
Wait. Let me write that down.
Yeah. Like what are you seeing? Teams are like every team's like Poliwrath, Lickitung, Basti. I mean, whatever. Just use some good shit there.
Yeah, so on Wednesday, Emma Lunger came into chat and said, hey, Fish, run Whiscash, Lickitung, Abomasnow. And so I've climbed 200 points in like 250 points in like 7 sets.
Not a bad team. Pretty weak to Poliwrath, but other than that, you're decent.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. You could probably climb a bit with that thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. So
Abomasnow's pretty good. It's definitely like core breaking some teams. Are you running Icy Wind?
Yeah.
I heard the normal Abomasnow. Jeffs is running Abomasnow. I mean, I didn't say that, but I just said it was pretty good.
You did definitely say that. Another Vigoroth Cup, for sure. No, Vigoroth and Shadow Litwick Cup. Spoilers.
Yeah. I mean, Shadow Fire Ghost Cup, you could say.
Yeah. Oh, Amber's been using her DD that she just built.
Oh, you got the DD? Let's
Yeah.
go, baby. Let's go. I'm glad to see you're getting some use out of the Deoxys. That's awesome. Glad we convinced you to power up the... I mean, you don't need a perfect one, right? Like, just the best one you got.
Yeah.
I mean, I was helping somebody with, like, a regional team, and they're like, well, the best Gligar, Shadow Gligar I have is, like, 98%. I'm like, well, I mean, that's what you got, then that's what you got to use, right? Like, if you want to use that Pokemon, so make it work. Learn what it can do and can't do versus a better IV one so you can know how to play it, right?
I definitely need a few more Shadow Gligar. What's the best one I've got at the moment? Well, I've got one marked out as an Ultra League Life Score, which I could probably build if necessary.
I feel like it's more, if it's decent, I would build it for Great League since it's more relevant, right? Like meta relevant in terms of like competitively.
It's not decent, which is why I haven't done it so far. But like you said, just build the best you got, right? So it's 5, 9, 14.
You need to relax there, Thorn. Okay.
Also, Blob was in chat before. Forgot to say hi to Blob, but also, last time we saw Blob in chat, we talked about the team he's running in. I think it was just Open Great League, which was like the
yeah, and then you queued into him. Yeah.
I was so fucking mad because like I didn't remember what had been talked about until I saw the second Pokemon. So I'm like, Dino, hell yeah, wait a minute. Wait, we just talked about this. Oh no. And like by then I'd already like, if I had remembered the team, then I would have just like sent in like a different Pokemon. Like I brought in one Pokemon thinking, oh wait.
Did he win or something? I think you beat him.
No, he beat me because then he fucking tagged me in the Pallet Town server, which
I think you beat him. I'm pretty sure you beat him.
No way I beat him.
You didn't. You won, Fish. Don't be a little like you're misremembering shit now. Yeah, Blob's right sitting across from me. He's at my house right now.
Yeah, tell Blobby sucks.
Wow, that is just rude.
I was so mad. Like he got beaten by a meme team and then tagged.
You won! You literally won. You just can't remember because you're so mad for some reason. Huh?
I won the moral victory, but no other victories were had.
Won the game. You're just clueless. You can't remember shit.
That is true.
How old are you again?
No, it's 31.
Oh my god. Anyways, has it been 10 minutes yet?
Well, I was getting bored.
Well, you're like making shit up now, so we gotta move this thing on. He's molding so hard that he can't even remember winning games.
Molding so hard at my win.
You're young, Fish. You're young, according to Frey Amber. So
I do like agree that I'm young. Like I'm not one of those people who goes like, "Oh, I'm in my 30s. My life's over." But it definitely feels very different from my 20s.
That's when you hit your 40s. That's when your life's over.
Right. No, doesn't life begin at 40?
30's still fine. I don't know. I'll let you know.
Aren't you 45?
No, I'm not.
All right.
I'm only 35.
Vigoroth and Litwick Cup. I mean, what does that do as a core, just on their own? Yep, there we go. Amber confirms. Life begins at 40. Take that.
Okay, well, good to know.
Litwick. Shadow version. Oh yeah, because I was incredibly mad at you, Blob. For winning. Oh, even though you didn't win, apparently. Hey, thanks, friend.
Apparently, he's a freaking guy, man. This guy's so clueless. How can you lose to a team of level 50 baby Pokemon? This thing beats. Why is Shadow?
Shadow's ranked way higher than regular in the Litwick. That'd just be like the power
I
member,
mean,
right?
a little bit higher. I mean, 1 versus 12, but
That's
the
a lot for a Shadow versus the regular.
probably just because of the Ember damage, probably.
Yeah.
And you get that mystic. I guess like the big plus to it is like Mystical Fire, but it's pretty slow. It's like 8, then 7 to Mystical Fire. That's pretty slow. Seems like a disadvantage to it.
Ooh, that is a question that we'll definitely have to sort out.
I also don't have a Shadow Litwick. I have a Ducklet, Amora, and Togedemaru. I want to run Skeledirge. Should I run Crunch or do I need Shadow Ball? Probably could get away with Crunch in the little cup. What's the main thing you need Shadow Ball for? Fairy types, I guess? Or sorry, you need Shadow Ball for like fairy types?
I mean, you've got Disarming Voice.
Yeah, Crunch might be nice because what's the pacing on Crunch? It's because
it's 3-2-2.
it's the same as Disarming Voice.
Yeah.
It's 45 energy.
Yeah.
Okay, so then yeah, I mean it might be nice for like some Ducklet or something, or potentially getting like a debuff to get your Incinerate damage cooking, right? That would be nice. Also quicker, like little less bait dependent against some of the other ghost types, right? I don't know though. This thing has a stat product of 350 at the Great League.
Interestingly, the Shadow Litwick beats the Vigoroth where the regular doesn't. That's a big deal.
Yeah, you probably can because you can probably just farm this one down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, see, it doesn't make 2 rock slides.
Mm.
It's not also a rank 1. I don't know why it's not simming for rank 1s. Okay, it doesn't matter. You still don't make the rock slide. Maybe if this is a higher rank 1.
But the regular, it does make a... If you can bait with the Body Slam, it does make a rock slide.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're also going for a Mystical Fire here.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, like, Mystical Fire and Flame Charge would do pretty much the same thing, wouldn't they?
Oh, this one they are going for the Flame Charge. Oxide does 86%, so it won't matter if you Mystical Fire.
Like, literally, doesn't raising your attack one stage and dropping their defense one stage end up doing the same for, like, the Embers?
Mystical Fire lowers their attack.
Lowers their attack,
like
sorry. Yeah, of course. Oh.
I mean, so if you want to farm them down quicker, you would want to raise your attack, right?
Yep.
It's only doing 1 more Ember damage. I think, yeah, like the... I mean, if I were you, Frey Ember, I would just play an Open Great League then. If you only had those 3 Pokemon, because you probably end up just going to get really pissed off and like spend some Stardust on some Pokemon that you probably never use again. So typically I would just advise. I mean, if you're practicing with DD, maybe it's a good time to get some more practice with your defense Deoxys, right? You don't necessarily have to play the little cups. It's just an option there. But if you look at fire Pokemon, number 10 here is the Shadow Alolan Marowak, which looks pretty cool too. Because you actually beat Litwick too.
With Fire Spin.
Fire Spin, Bone Club, Shadow Bone. So you beat Vigoroth pretty good. You beat Litwick.
Pretty good. Come on, Lyle.
You beat it pretty good.
Do you just have to throw Shadow Bones? Sorry, do you just have to throw Bone Clubs against a Litwick?
Oh, for sure. It's a Litwick, right? Bone Club does 53%.
Wow.
And Fire Spin is doing 7%. So like it's Little Cup. Like any super effective move is like gonna be destroying things, right?
Also, Skeledirge, it's actually recommending Shadow Ball Crunch rather than Disarming Voice.
On the rankings, it said Disarming Voice. I
Oh,
think.
really? That's weird. Okay, the when I brought it up on the Matrix here, it just went to this. That's
Disarming Voice, Shadow Ball.
Yeah, yeah. Huh.
So yeah, the Marowak is nice because it has like a low energy coverage move for other fires. Because it looks like there's a lot of ice types, and against like a Ducklet or something, like a Shadow Bone does 55%, and a Fire Spin's doing 5%. So like technically, it says here you lose the 1/0s. That's interesting. Ducklet's pretty good though.
Yeah, oh yeah, Ducklet's always been good. And is there a Chinchou in here? No.
There should be, because Lantern, it was eligible.
Chinchou's ranked 282.
Yeah. Interesting.
The fuck?
Probably because of the Spark nerf. Maybe that's why.
Nerf.
Because, well, there hasn't been a little cup since the Spark nerf or change. And like, while it didn't affect Lantern that much, I definitely think it would definitely affect Chinchou, especially in a squishier league like this. Like 6 sparks to a Bubble Beam, where before it was 5, is like a pretty big deal, right? Because it's relying on those like outpacing Pokemon.
But now it's even better against the Ducklet, which was like the biggest thing that Chinchou had going for it.
Even better against, dude. Who cares? It's not even better. It always clapped it. It didn't need a spark buff.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Bubble.
When's the Primordial Breakdown? We have not set a date yet, but we will very soon.
They still have Smeargle. Like this key wins thing in the little holiday cup is really fucked. Because they still have Smeargle down here. You could potentially run Bubble if you wanted to get... Yeah, with Aerial Ace. So if you put Bubble on the Chinchou, it goes to a 531 battle rating. It's 535. I mean, it doesn't look that bad versus the top meta. 17 and 13. 18 and 13 with Bubble.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
so low?
It's very strange.
Yeah.
You'll definitely see it.
Yeah.
Just because of Ducklet, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see if there's any other electrics. Well, we have Pachirisu here at number 25th. Maybe I'll run Pachirisu. That could be fun. That beats Litwick.
That'd be pretty cool.
And Ducklet. Maybe Pachirisu's just better than that thing, right?
Pika Libre.
Like the stat product's still good. 468. Pika Libre, yeah, it's up there. You beat the Ducklets, you beat Vigoroth, you lose to Librick apparently. But you can see the stat product's like over 100 lower. Like it's pretty glassy, right? There's definitely pros and cons. The 5th anniversary Pikachu with Fly, there you go, you can run that. Charjabug is here. We're just looking at some electric type. Lantern is eligible. So you could just potentially run Lantern too.
Yeah. So I guess if Lantern's there, why would you run Chinchou? Run them both out.
I think Lantern 401 stat product versus 409. Okay.
So has Smeargle's eligibility been changed? Because
it's banned.
It is banned. Like, so where was that announced?
You can run both. Yeah, you can run Spark and or Lantern and I think Niantic. I don't know. They updated something, but cool. I mean, it's not here on the rankings anymore.
Yeah.
Because that was part of the thing. They updated the rankings because it was number 1 with like Lock On Flying Press or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vigoroth again always looks pretty solid. If you look here at the like switches. Eevee, best switch. Quick attack, body slam, dig. It's decently bulky. It's got a good moveset. This could be interesting. There's lots of options. Greedent, Binda, Farfetch'd. These are safe swaps, but there you go. Pikachu's a really good closer. Same with Togedemaru. Like, you just one-shot shit with Wild Charge, I guess, right? So Vigoroth would also probably be a pretty good closer just because of its coverage of its charge moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Rock Slide, Body Slam. It's just not the tankiest. It's its range, so it's very susceptible to heavy fast move damage from things like, because if you look at the top rankings here, you have like Litwick and Shadow, Alolan Ninetales with Charm. Like, that's a really heavy fast move pressure, right?
Yep.
Oh, so just keep in mind, Frey Amber, Eevee does require an elite charge TM. So if you are willing to, Eevee is a good one for the little cups. So I would definitely say if you are looking to run Eevee in the little cup, it would definitely be worth it to use the elite charge TM on Body Slam. Golurk?
Little cup Golurk.
It's ranked pretty low, so maybe I wouldn't suggest it.
Check it in the 2 shields.
You do beat Litwick.
Yeah, you'd beat Litwick and Vigoroth. And all the electrics. You ain't getting flying pressed with Golurk.
It's not great. Yeah, it loses to the Charmers. Mandibuzz is one that keeps coming up in the rankings too, so it's okay. Mandibuzz is here. It's number 44. So in order to have this one, I think Vullaby was available as a spawn from the Adventure instance. So you would have to have gotten a of low level Vullaby below level 8 to 9 from Adventure Incense in order to have a Mandibuzz for the little cup. And Vullaby is just not that good. It's ranked way lower, so unfortunately Mandibuzz is just much better.
Shadow Litwick and 83% win rate in the 2/2 shields against the full meta.
Which one, Shadow Litwick?
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like fast move pressure like that is insane.
Yeah.
At the little cup. And like, what resists fire really? Like a dragon? Is there any dragons really? You have Dragonite.
Could be something.
Which again, you need a level 4 or 5. So that is one that's very hard to get because they don't come out that low levels anymore. You could have run Dragonair, I believe. Oh no, because it's flying. Yeah. Flying or ice. So you have Dragonite, Shadow, you have Arctibax. You could run a regular Dragonite, like that's much easier to get a hold of. Arctibax, Frigibax, Altaria. Frillish, yeah. Is,
the most famous dragon type.
Frillish, what? Who's recommending Frillish?
No, I was just looking through the list of things that can beat it in the 2/2s, and just seeing what came up. And Frillish was one that stood out to me, but I don't know about it.
I think Frillish is not that great, but you could just run Jellicent, right? Why would you run Frillish? Jellicent's 216.
I never actually said it's good.
Frillish is 468. So
I just said the name stood out to me.
Basically, water type, like right?
Yeah.
Lantern would probably do okay there.
Oh, 100%.
Mantike maybe has Bubble, Aerial Ace, Ice Beam. Could be okay. Gyarados, Shadow Gyarados could be fun.
I'm thinking you do need a water type, because otherwise the Litwick can just 2-shield down through whatever mon you send in against it.
Yeah, or one of the dragons, or what else is this? A rock? Let's see what we got for rock here. We have the ice rocks, right? So those ones are not going to be amazing against it because they are taking neutral, so they'd probably just be able to farm you down.
Aurora's does have rock throw.
That is true. You could run Aurorus with rock throw, and that thing would definitely destroy the Litwick. And all the A9s and everything, right? And ducklets. So,
yeah, so that's
I
an
could
option.
see that being a strategy by people. You would get absolutely hammered by a Vigoroth, though.
Yeah.
So definitely something you need to keep in mind.
So rock throw Aurora's double ghost is what I'm hearing.
Do I even have anything saved for Little Cup? Let's see.
That's the one very similar. Brown Baller, welcome in.
Yo, what's up, BB? Welcome in, buddy. Octo Aurora's double charm. Yes. First time we got an original Little Cup meta in a while.
Mixed on
Yeah, it's been a while for sure since we got one. This one seems okay. What's this one I got saved here? This is an Amora saved for Little Cup. Okay. Let me see what else I got here. Oh, this one's also probably an Amora. Let me see here. Okay, this is a Little Cup rank 500 Auroras that I have. That's the only one I got. So I do have one that's not horrible. But I'm probably not going to build it because I'm not going to be playing much of this. But definitely something to keep an eye on. Perfect one to bring.
Igglybuff.
Igglybuff? Let's see. Is Igglybuff eligible? No, it's not because Wait, should it be eligible?
Normal?
Isn't it a normal type?
Yeah.
Wigglytuff is here. How do you spell it?
Was it banned? Banned like after the fact. It is normal. Yeah, so it should be eligible.
Well, when I'm typing it, it's not coming up. Iggly.
Phildia says number 69. Maybe trolling. Oh, yeah, right. You have... Wait, no, he is showing XLs.
Oh, I wasn't before
Yeah,
for some reason.
Okay. Huh. There you go.
That's weird. I just restarted it, and now it's showing.
Huh.
Okay, here's Igglybuff. It is number 69. Dude, who said it was number 69? That could have been an easy troll.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah.
Igglybuff is interesting for sure. You beat. Oh, you have a dark fast move, right? So you can put in work against Litwick.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could run Wild Charge, or you could run.
What's the other one?
Shadow Ball.
Oh, it's got Shadow Ball. Oh, look at this. Rock Throw Aurora's in the twos. Only losing to Vigoroth, Double, and Chikorita.
Yeah. I never got a good Igglybuff from trades. I traded a bunch of people. If anyone has Igglybuff, let me know. Like, I definitely wanted to build Igglybuffs, but I never got a good one.
She did, Phildia. That was her first time hitting Legend 2, I believe.
Yep. I mean, she is a big fan of the Little Cup and the Igglybuff, so let's see what other XL Pokemon I was missing out on. Okay, we have Zigzagoon here. With Tackle. Azurill, that's a fun one. This is also a normal fairy, I believe. Yeah, it's a normal fairy. It has Bubble, Body Slam, Ice Beam, and also has access to Bubble Beam. So this one could be interesting as well. Although it's saying here it loses to Litwick, but that's probably because you're not running Bubble Beam, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you put Bubble Beam instead of Ice Beam, is that better? 10 and 21. 10 and 21 doesn't really help him much.
All right, I'm sorted. That's my team. See you next time.
What? I have a rank 179 Eagle buff. I don't know if I want a better one. I mean, if it's for a little cup, like, I think it's up to you, but
yeah, go for it.
I don't know. I was going to say don't go for it.
Oh, really?
It's a level 50, like, Excel, dude. You're telling this person to dump, like, 500,000 Stardust into a rank 179 for the little cup? Like,
well, when you put it like that.
You get to use every once in a while, like...
No, Brown Baller. If you do that, you will get your PvP license removed.
Brown Baller, I don't care. He can do whatever he wants.
Oh, really?
I mean, if you don't mind spending the Stardust and you want to have some fun, I would say go for it.
Yeah,
but if you're
like, what's the bulk?
If you, it's decent. If you are like resource like strapped, I would say definitely don't waste your dust on it. But it's like 512 stat product. It's got a lot of stamina, so it's like pretty decently bulked.
Oh, I'm gonna make so many people rage quit.
With what?
Shadow Litwick, Aurorus with Rockthroat, and Cottony.
Mm-hmm.
I found the D-Gen team.
You found the awesome team? I always wanted a hundo Azrael to build for the little cup to have some fun, but it never happened.
Body Slam, Bubble Beam.
Yeah, I always wanted that one, but you need a hundo, and it only gets to 416 CP. But it is pretty bulky, like 401 overall. I mean, but Azu's not allowed in this cup, is it? No, right? No.
If Azrael is, surely Azumarill is.
No, because Azrael's a normal type.
Oh, is it? Wow. Okay.
Azrael is normal fairy, just like Igglybuff and Wigglytuff. But then when they evolve to the Marill, they become
straight water.
I know, Brown Baller. I have an Azrael too that I'm saving, and that thing is going to be goated if they ever let it into a little cup. But so far, Marill is getting the not getting the best treatment here. I actually have a rank 1 best buddy Marill for the little cup. If it ever becomes eligible, I'm going to build that. Because I like the Azrael Marill family. It's just fun. Okay, back to the list here. We're talking about things that don't get clapped by more in the 2 shield, right? I mean, Mud Slap Golurk, right?
Just quickly to answer, I think it was Brown Baller's question. Aurorus, the default Aurorus over the rank 1 Aurorus will pick up breakpoints against Double, Ducklet, Gligar, Alola Ninetales, Shadow 8-Tails, and, well, it says Smeagol, but don't worry about that.
So what are you saying? You want higher attack or you want more defense? Is that what you're saying? Breakpoint or both
higher attack. This is breakpoint.
So you want a bit of attack on your Aurorus?
Yeah, just a cheeky little extra bit of attack.
So something that could like mess with it, like there is. I'm just looking at like ground types and stuff. You have something here that could be interesting. Stunkfisk.
Yeah, that would
So
wreck
this
my
is-
degen team.
Yeah, like this has the ability to beat Litwick, and like if you're a rock thrower, this is the Unnovan Stunkfisk. It also has access to Muddy Water, which you might just want to run Muddy Water to and like you could run something like Thundershock, Muddy Water, and I don't know, what would you want as a second move? Maybe Discharge? Probably.
Muddy Water and Discharge. Why Muddy Water?
Its lowest energy move,
Yeah, okay.
and it's I think is it the same as Mud Bomb? I think it's the same, but it also has a debuff potential too.
So if you run Muddy Water Mud Bomb, then you're suddenly actually not great against Ducklet at all. If you run Muddy Water Discharge, then I mean, how does that go against Litwick? You'd still be alright against Litwick, wouldn't you? Especially if you're running Mudshot as well.
Yeah, if you want to run Mudshot or whatever. I think Muddy Water is usually on GFIS. I know you always run Muddy Water for the little cups, just because, and for the mirror matches and stuff like. But I don't know. Let me see here the Ducklet. Yeah, because Muddy Water is 35 energy, Mud Bomb's 40, right?
Okay.
So it's 4 Thundershocks to Muddy Water every time. So you're like super spammy. And also you have a potential for like debuffs, right? I think it's like 30% chance to lower their attack. And then, but yeah, you are right. You do lose to Ducklet, basically, without Discharge. So... I would definitely suggest potentially. Yeah, Ducklet's legal here.
Check this out.
Yeah, that's what. Go ahead.
Eevee in the 1 shields with 2 quick attacks of energy and a bait can beat Vigoroth.
Yeah, Eevee's insane. Eevee's really good. If you have an Eevee, I would definitely recommend using that. Again, Pachirisu was one of the other ones I recommended. I have a good little cup Pachirisu. It's a rank.
Hey, Home/Henry. Oh,
Yo, Home/Henry.
Sure have Home/.
Yeah, we looked at it and we
everything in 2s.
We are trying to figure out ways to deal with the Litwick, Aurorus, Degen, Tap core. So far, one of my suggestions is Unnovan Stunkfisk with Muddy Water Discharge. Seems like an interesting idea. You will be able to handle Litwick, and I mean, it's recommending Mud Bomb. You could run Muddy Water too. So I was looking at potential ground types because a lot of the other ground types actually take neutral from rocks, right? Other than maybe like Golurk and stuff. Golurk could also potentially beat both of those. Yeah, who would ever run a Degen tap team? I don't know. I don't know any people like that. Because there was much steel? There is steel, but like a lot of it takes. Oh, there is Steelwing Skarmory. That thing could destroy Aurora's.
It would.
But then you get clapped by the player.
Yeah.
You're just like, you're opening up RPS potential, right?
Number 1 swap is Eevee. Well, I mean, you could go Eevee Vigoroth. That would be a pretty cool, like, ABB normal backline.
What about... Wait, did they allow Beware back into the game yet, or is it still banned?
I've got it here. It's ranked 179.
I know it's ranked, but are they going to be able to use it? Because I'm pretty sure it's banned right now.
Really? Why?
Because the Niantic fucked up at one point, and they made Drain Punch a fast move.
What?
And it was, like, actually completely broken.
What? What? So, like, they're dropping... Oh, no, they're raising your defense every pass move.
Yeah, and then doing more and doing like apparently.
How does that even happen? Like they've got to apply a length to it and a damage count and an energy. Like it has to generate energy.
I have no idea.
That's a bug we support here at Pallet Town PvP. Oh, Litleo. I mean, Litleo ranked number 7, but surely the Marowak is better purely for the Vigoroth slaughter, right?
It was generating zero energy or something. What did you say? Litwick?
Right. Okay, so that makes a little more sense. So yeah, Litleo's at number 7, but like Litwick and Marowak would both be better, right?
Yeah, I think Marowak seems a little better, but then again, like Litwick is a little more like degen, right? With the Shadow Ember damage, but Marowak seems more like flexible with its coverage, so I think you could go either way.
So what's the core meta we're thinking here? So it'll be Shadow Litwick, Vigoroth, Aurorus.
You're gonna get Ducklet for sure in there.
Yeah,
you're gonna get some Charmers.
We're gonna get Lantern, right?
I mean, the Charmers are ranked high, but if literally like Litwick, I mean, people could start running Water Gun Lantern if there is that much like Auroras and Litwick, right? Too.
And that still does fine against Ducklet, doesn't it? The Water Gun. I'm
sure at the little cup level, like. Yeah. Water guns are going to be doing chunking quite a bit.
Oh, how about Charizard from Chuduk Kai?
Charizard. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's a flying types are eligible, right? So, I mean, it's interesting. It definitely would beat Litwick because of the wing attack, spam, and the, like Dragon Claws. I guess you'll have to see, but it doesn't seem amazing just because of like. If you look at the top meta, like it's a lot of Ducklet and the rock throwers, plus even like Charm Shadow A9 like can beat a Charizard at the little cup level, right? So
Tim, not every ABB team can be called a whole team. But I like it. Oh no, rip Brown Baller. Absolutely useless now.
You're gonna have to Lithium another one there, Brown Baller.
Looks like Ducklet beats Water Gun Lantern in the 2s. That is shielding 2 aerial aces though, so.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely better than if it wasn't Water Gun, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're not losing the 2s.
Yeah, that could be something to consider.
You
for
just
sure.
no shield the first move, basically. Meowth, Meowth, really? Shadow Meowth with Scratch, Body Slam, and Night Slash. I mean, Porque no Eevee?
Yeah, Ducklet has Aerial Ace. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It's a little bit lower energy. I'm not sure when the last little cup was. I can't remember. But I think like anytime Ducklet's eligible, and as you can see, it's number 6. It's just like such a good stat product and such a good move set. Like it's going to be common, right? Ducklet also does no Water Gun, but I doubt you'll see people running that. But just something to consider. Then you have a Bomb Stone here.
Feint Attack A9, anyone?
Probably not, but Yeah, there's a lot of picks here that seem like they get destroyed by the fires and the rocks, you know?
Like that's what the meta's going to be built around, basically.
Seems a little RPS potential.
Look at this. Feint attack. A9 beating Shadow Litwick in the zeros.
Jesus.
Getting to a weather ball before they can ember down. And I guess that would be the same for the regular Litwick too.
Yeah, Bravebird is really good.
Simul knockout.
For sure. Obstagoon would definitely also beat Auroras, right?
It would.
And you're a little more consistent against the Litwick just because you get to the Night Slashes so quickly.
But then gets deleted against Vigoroth. Like, how many counters would it take to KO an Obstagoon?
According to this, a regular Litwick can take a Night Slash after a Mystical Fire. It only does 60%. Yeah, it's destroyed by...
That for me is not enough to run regular Litwick over Shadow.
Obstagoon also wins the ones against Litwick too. Shadow Litwick. So that's something that also could have play. I mean, you farm down at Auroras, and if their last Pokemon's a Litwick, they're not necessarily going to want to come in with that, right? You get to the thing is, you get to the Night Slashes way quicker than Vigoroth gets to Rock Slides, right? 45 energy versus 35. So it's like 7-6 versus 5. So it definitely could be something that I could see people running it.
Is there a case
what's up, Dugan?
Hey, Dugan. Is there a case for Obstruct in this meta?
I don't think it just does enough damage to things like.
But then you can like counter things down.
Well, but you need the Night Slash damage against the ghosts, right?
Yeah. So
like,
I mean, double dark.
Are you not going to be running Cross Chop? I guess you could maybe see people running.
You're still going to beat the Ices, except Ninetales, and you're going to lose to Vigoroth either way. But then, like in some late game situations, having that cross chop built up can
cross chop does 62% to Vigoroth, right?
Yeah.
And Night Slash only does. I mean, Night Slash does 47%. So it's not horrible. Let's see. Like, let's say if the Goon was obstructed before the Vigoroth came in or something. Looks like there could be a counter breakpoint that you can pick up on the Goon if you have a good one too.
Yep. Which
is probably important. Let's say the Goon like farmed something down like that it didn't take much damage from, and then if you have like a where is it? Obstruct is 1 defense up here, right?
Yep.
So I mean, you make it pretty close.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty close. They counter you down from full health.
Yeah.
It's one counter is doing 10%. But if you get off an obstruct, like after one obstruct, basically, like let's say you start with 35 energy here. After one obstruct, you're only taking 1 more damage from counter compared to Vigoroth to your counters. So, like, it says here you actually counter down the Vigoroth. Oh, but they don't shield the obstruct. Okay, well, they would probably shield that. Okay. I mean,
and then you're winning.
You can win. Well, I mean, that's with you being completely full health.
Yeah.
And 35 energy, so it's a very unlikely scenario.
Yeah.
But I mean, the obstruct does seem like it might have some play in the Little Cup, boosting your defense. So it is a little slow, but I think it could. I mean, like potentially as a bait too, right? Like the thing is, like you're probably gonna shield most things, right?
Mm.
And if you shield and obstruct, you're gonna feel pretty bad because Night Slash like one hits you. Brick Break is not really better on Vigor. Is that what you're thinking of?
No, I was trying to think whether Lick, Obstruct, and Cross Chop would be a viable moveset.
I think you want counter.
Because I was just looking at if you try and throw straight Obstruct against Litwick, you're losing that one. So like you need the Night Slash, but if you got Lick, then that you don't need the Night Slash anymore. Like yeah. You don't have to worry about trying to have play against Vigoroth. You can just let that one go. And then someone's trying to think... Like,
that matchup's... I want to run Lick, though, probably. Fletchling's kind of an interesting one, sort of. It picked up Fly as well. So if we want to talk about some buff mons, it is a normal flying type. But it says, according to this, it's beating Ducklet. Beating some of the grass types. You have Quick Attack as a fast move. You also have Peck, so you're probably not running that. You're going to be running a flying moveset, but it's something to consider, maybe. It's like a spicier pick, especially.
Galarian Zigzagoon?
Don't like it as much. I think I like the Goon better just because of the charge moves and the pacing. Because Tackle is kind of slow. And you have to rely on Dig for any meaningful damage, specifically against like Litwick and stuff. So I think Obstagoon is definitely much better in this meta.
Mandibuzz beating Vigoroth and Litwick. That is the regular. What about the Shadow?
Apparently, Mandibuzz's key win is Shadow Loudred. I didn't know that was a Pokemon we had to worry about.
That's key. That's so key.
Okay, Shadow Loudred is here at 129. And it does beat Litwick because it has Bite. Maybe we're going to get some biters. Is it Bite? Yeah, Bite is always popular in the little cups too, right?
100%.
Okay, Skeleturge has Bite. That's interesting. I mean, it could beat all the other ghosts if it was running Bite, right? And it would probably beat Vigoroth too, because it's Let's check it against the little holiday cup with Bite, Crunch. We don't need the other one. It's worse. It's worse. But it could be something fun to try. Golbat has Bite. Avalugg has Bite as an ice type. We were talking about Meowth before. It was Scratch, but also has Bite. Body Slam, Night Slash.
What was I going to say? Is Mandibuzz running Snarl, Dark Pulse, Aerial, or are we going more the air?
That's what they're recommending. That's what they're recommending here. On Mandibuzz. I don't have a Mandibuzz. I know people that do, so possibly.
It does beat that Vigoroth and Litwick pairing.
Mareep? Someone do the answer. I missed it. Was asking before about Mareep. Is that recent or is that old?
We haven't addressed it yet.
Mareep is actually ranked not that bad. It is an electric type, right? So I think we were talking about some of the other electric types.
And what's that? Thundershock?
This is a Thundershock Body Slam, which is not a bad, not a bad pair. The Shadow Mareep is up here at number 45. And it has Discharge. It also has access to Trailblaze. So that could be something to consider. Maybe for like the Amora or Aurorus, you could run maybe Body Slam Trailblaze. You might not need Discharge, at the little cup level, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Thundershock Body Slam is more than enough to deal with a Ducklet, right? Like,
Yeah.
And then if you boost your like body slams or something, that could really do some big damage. I guess you get walled by Litwick if you are running Trailblaze. That would be the downside because you have body slam. But
and then
so it is
like how does it
dependent
compare
here.
to like your Pikachu's? Like, is there a reason to run the Mareep over Pika Libre or 5th anniversary Pika?
Well, the body slam is nice for sure. So the pacing on Pika Libre is a little bit slower because it's 5-4. So whereas Mareep would just be straight force to body slam. These ones I think are kind of memes. The other Pikachus, I think the Pika Libre is probably a bit better. But
They've got the same bulk.
Yeah, they're similar bulk. You do have a little bit more different coverage with the Mareep, right? With the body slam and the Trailblaze potentially. So I think either could work. I still think Pachirisu looks pretty fun though. I mean, you only have electric type damage, but you're fairly bulky and you have that like nice fast move pressure with Volt Switch. So, and being able to beat like Vigoroth is really nice.
Yeah, that's handy.
And you win the 2s against regular Litwick here, just straight Thunder Punch. I feel like Shadow, you can probably get farmed down. Oh, it says you beat Shadow too.
Wow.
If you have a good ranked, this is not even a good ranked. That's like a decent ranked one. Yeah, so Pachirisu can win the 2s against Shadow Litwick, which is really nice.
What about?
So you win all
Aurorus?
evens. You can check that too.
Yeah, you're right there.
So I guess you want Ancient Power, maybe? Yep.
Hey.
This is a rank 1 that I'm simming, so it might not be the same for everyone, but you are able to beat... You comfortably win the 0s and the 1s. The 2s are a little dicier. It depends on your... It's IV dependent. So, so yeah, I do think Pachirisu looks pretty fun. Mine is, let's see, let me check my IVs and see if mine can do that or not. My one is a 2, 15, 11.
Checking it even though you have no intention of playing.
Oh, mine's even better. Is there like a rock throw breakpoint or something? Oh, there is. So if you have a higher defense Pachirisu, you pick up a rock throw breakpoint against Aurorus.
Yeah, we did establish that before. There's a fair few Pokemon that you can hit breakpoints against.
And it doesn't look like it matters against the Litwick. So anyways, yeah, Mareep does look pretty good. It definitely has more coverage than Pachirisu. Pachirisu being a little bulkier, so you know you could potentially lean on that to be a little bit more of like a punching bag. But I definitely think one of those Pokemon being Mareep or Pachirisu. I mean, maybe not everyone. Everyone should have had access to a Pachirisu by now because of we just had the, what was it, Go Fest, where it was available on Incense. If you caught a decent one for Little Cup and saved it, that's another question altogether. But for me, I have this one saved. Dilap traded me this one. So the famous Canadian battler. And I was trying to get a hundo. And I got this one that turned out to be good for the Little Cup. So I just kept it.
Yep.
I don't hate Mareep though, but it's definitely not as good in the 2 shield. Whereas, as you can see, Pachirisu can kind of like deal with some of those Pokemon that are like trying to kind of degen you, right? With all the fast move pressure. Let's check out the Vigoroth matchup just to see here. Looks like you are losing the 2 shield to Vigoroth. But you win the zeros and the ones. Pachirisu.
It was Pachirisu. Oh.
So they, by the time they get to the 3rd body slam, you are in like body slam range. But like a body slam does 36%, whereas a thunder punch does almost 41%. So, let me see if I go back to the one IVs I had. Does that help at all in this? Like get a bit of extra HP or something? 2, 15, 11. No, it doesn't help. So you would need like an energy lead. So if they couldn't really counter swap you with a Vigoroth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then you would be guaranteed to get to that Thunder Punch essentially, because they would still be like a couple, like 2 counters basically off a body slam. So you comfortably win all evens if it's a Vigoroth counter swap. Mareep, yeah, Mareep. Also, like we were talking about earlier, Lantern's a possibility if you want to know. The Pikachu Libre is always a fun one that people like using in the little, whenever the little cups here. Chargebug's also another possibility, right? You don't do as well though against the fire and the rock types, obviously. According to this, you also lose the Vigoroth, which is interesting. Could be bait dependent. Nope. Apparently, a body slam does 58% to you.
Looks
That's
like
crazy.
To achieve, if you're while you've been talking, I've been checking breakpoints against individual matchups. Looks like to hit all the breakpoints, you want 68 attack for your Auroras. That'll guarantee 68? Pretty much all of them. Yeah. So Chinchou is probably better, but Lantern will still kick its ass, and Lantern does better against the rest of the meta, which is why we're recommending Lantern over Chinchou.
They're basically the same, right? They have the same moveset.
Yeah.
There's not really that much difference to them, although PvPoke is ranking. Lantern is slightly bulkier. I think it has... Does it have more defense or more HP? I don't know.
Defense 59.1 and stamina 113, and Chinchou is 60 defense and 107. So Lantern has a fair amount more HP, but slightly lower defense.
So maybe the HP helps it in the little cup potentially, which is why it's yeah, Economy is a good one for sure. I don't know necessarily how strong it will be in this cup, but I would definitely say, like, if you're gonna try out Economy for at least for the first couple days, see how it goes. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing because it seems like it's always meta relevant in the little cups. So I wouldn't say it's like one of those ones where you would like. I would definitely recommend building that to test out because it's not that expensive. And what did you say the attack is on Aurora that you wanted?
68.
68, that's pretty high attack, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think
mine has 66.
So I think 66 might have gotten a couple of breakpoints.
68 is like very high attack.
Yeah, I think one of them showed like the highest that I saw was like 67 will get you a few, but there was one that that I saw 68. One of the early ones I checked out. What was it?
Okay, I got how about this one? 15, 14, 7. This one has 67.4 attack.
Don't worry about don't worry about getting to 68. Like you can forget about that breakpoint for Chikorita. You don't need it.
Wait, so what does the other one do anything? The 66? Is that good for anything or no?
I think 66 got some. So I have to go through them all again. Sorry.
Oh my god, this guy.
Fucking this guy. So 66. gets you. It doesn't guarantee a breakpoint against double, but you can get it.
Okay. Smeargle. Oh yeah, you need that Smeargle breakpoint.
No, you need 67.4 for Chinchou.
Yep.
I am looking at just the losing matchups. Gligar. You need 66.02.
Why say no? Okay.
Oh, was that you cut out for me?
Frey Amber is saying no. I'm not sure what that's referring to.
You know what? I would probably, if you're going to build a Charmer, I'd probably build Wigglytuff over Cottony. Well, no, you make a good point about Cottony having more reuse value because it's eligible in a lot more formats.
Yeah. That's why I said, like, for sure, Cottony's one of those ones where I always say if you want to use it for Little Cup, give it a shot. Like, it's ranked pretty good. It always seems to rank pretty high. Smeargle's banned. Yeah, Smeargle is banned. E is another one too. Like, it seems like it's always, if it's eligible, it's always going to be ranked pretty high. These are ones I recommend people to build. Like Vigoroth, whenever it's eligible, seems to be pretty good. Ducklet, of course. Litwick as well is, like, because they gave it Mystical Fire, it's much better now than So I would also say, like, Litwick's a good one to build if you have it. I have a couple Shadows, but they both have Frustration. So because I didn't get them good till after the thing.
Yeah.
Let me see any other ones here that look good. Pikachu Libre is always fun. Yeah, Abomastone's ranked pretty high here.
You know, you're going to lose to all the fires. You're going to lose to Vigoroth. You're going to lose to, like, the ices generally. You're going to lose to Ducklet. Like,
it says here that a regular Abomasnow beats Vigoroth.
Wow. What's
and
going on there?
You can just go straight Weather Ball with 1 HP.
Wow. That's pretty wild. But then
if you have a high rank one, then you don't, apparently.
Yep. Counter does 10.8% damage to a rank 1.
On Icy Wind.
Counter Body Slam Smeargle sounds pretty good.
Smeargle's not allowed.
Yeah. So Jaco's saying, just if it ever becomes eligible for anything, which I don't think it will be.
The thing is, that's why Smeargle won't be allowed, is because, like, it can have so many random moves.
Yeah.
And you need a hundo, and you need to power it up to level 50. So I would definitely not recommend it. Yeah, it's interesting that Abomasnow is ranked so high, and when you look here against, like, the top meta, it's like really bad. So I would say this one is not going to be used very.
Yeah.
It's not going to be used very, very much.
Same with, like, a Alolan Sandslash here. Like, it's great against the Ninetales / Vulpix.
Yeah, it would beat Ducklet though, at least, which would be something, right? So that's something else. And Sandslash, it would do pretty decent against some of the other ice types, if they're running Powder Snow. So I think Sandslash is probably more viable than, because it's got an 18 and 13 battle rating against the top meta.
Metal Claw for your Amora / Aurorus.
I don't think you want Metal Claw, because then you're losing to Ducklet.
Do you lose to Ducklet
with Metal Claw?
Yeah,
of course.
Like, because you're still resisting their moves.
But you're slower, dude. Look, you lose to Ducklet. Yeah. They can make it to an Aerial Ace and a Brave Bird before you make 2 Ice Punches with Metal Claw.
Well, glad we checked.
A Metal Claw generates 6 energy per Metal Claw.
Yeah.
And it's doing 3 resisted damage, where the Shadow Claw is generating 8. So you're losing 2 energy. It's quite a big downgrade.
Yeah.
Celesteela also has Smackdown, but you are a Steel type. And I don't know why it's ranked here, because now that I'm thinking about it, it's impossible to get at this low level.
Yeah, you're right.
Because this is an Ultra Beast, so it should not be on these rankings. Because it literally is impossible to get at this level. Yeah, Buzzwole, all sorts of things. I don't know why they're on this list. Togekiss, we didn't really talk about it, but there are a few Charmers. And like whenever there is a little cup, people always like using Charm because it's fast move damage. Wigglytuff is ranked 8th, and it does have Icy Wind now, so you are going to be able to debuff things, right?
And it has Feint Attack.
It does have Feint Attack. It does have Pound as well. It has a lot of charge moves, so I hope you have charge TMs if you're trying to get Icy Wind on your little cup Wigglytuff.
No, but you want Hyper Beam, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, I think that might be Little Cup. Little Holiday Cup.
Yeah, I think we basically covered it. I don't think there's too much else we want to talk about. I mean, maybe some of the other dragon types can just throw it there, but Arctobax being an ice type that can sort of deal with the fires a little bit too, right?
And how does it do against Vigoroth in this cup? Because, like, in Great League, it's not the worst thing.
I would assume it's pretty bad. It's a 391. I mean, you probably one-shot it with an Avalanche, right?
Yeah.
You could also run Icy Wind, though, too.
Oh, it's got Icy Wind.
You probably don't even need Avalanche, to be honest with you, in the Little Cup.
They're the same energy, though, right?
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to just debuff things and up?
Yeah.
Like, the battle rating actually gets slightly worse. Bosses don't change. And, like, typically, I think debuffing stuff is always good in the Little Cup. So...
yeah, good call.
I don't know. I like debuffing stuff.
Alright, so if you have joined us if you've missed some of this, you've joined us for the end, then we will be doing a 6-minute TLDR version. When I say we, Lyle's gonna head off and not bother with that part of it. That one's all me.
Yeah, some fish.
But yeah, keep an eye out on the YouTube channel for that. And also potentially TikTok as well. We might be doing a bit of an even shorter version on TikTok. So check that out. Let's find someone to raid on the Twitch.
All right, who's live right now?
Battle Bill.
Oh, Evan's going live right
just
now.
went live. All right, let's do that.
So we should raid that son of a bitch.
Bam. And when are you going live next?
Pardon?
When are you going live?
I'm not sure. Not sure yet.
Cool.
Okay, have a good night, Curry.
See you, Amber.
Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. My brother's over right now, so we'll have to see. I haven't done any battles yet today, but maybe I'll try to do some battles after this. We'll see. Maybe we'll hit Legend off stream. I don't know.
How far away are you?
I got up to 2950 yesterday, so
nice.
close.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
That's pretty quick. How often do you get Legend in the first month?
I don't think I ever have.
Yeah,
I got Legend. This is the quickest. I mean, my son already got Legend. Don't tell anyone. But this is the quickest I've ever gotten an account to Legend. Yeah, my son. See, my son. I have a lot to learn from him. So.
He's the future.
But he's the future. I'm just an old and slow man. That's what they call me. So
Old and bold and famous and slow.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll try to queue up a bit, but you never know what you're gonna.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done.